They go up the middle with Chubb. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front.
And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
Holding, receiving team.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate.
On that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Well, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Just what they needed a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. Now the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing on third down, Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. Boy, shifts past him. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield.
Watson just beating the play clock. There's another catch by the running back, Nick Chubb. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end drop.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Bell from 10 yards out. And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. 5 plays there on that drive.
And David Bell closed things out with a touchdown catch.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
He already did his primary job with an interception earlier, but here he gets a chance to be a pass rusher and takes on the challenge of blitzing and makes another big play. That's something to file away and maybe break out later in this one or in a future game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Love now. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
Well, 2 snaps ago, I don't think anyone thought a safety was on the table, yet it happened. They've cut about back-to-back plays breaking through the line. No amount of evading was going to save him from a sack on either play. And on the last one, he ran too deep into the end zone to set up the safety.
And on the return. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground, because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now Chubb running right to the 27-yard line. They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. That's out to Chubb, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Hopkins' kick is good. So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Green Bay offense now.
They've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sand.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Glove. A short throw to Musgrave. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Love looking to throw it. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Yeah, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time.